And welcome back to Lycan Studios. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be looking at the plot leak, episode number 2. Now, this is fan fiction. I want to tell you guys that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, this may come true. Some parts, I think we can kind of deduce down what's going to happen in Game of Thrones Season 8. So some of it may look pretty good, but I do not think we will be getting anything leaked for Season 8. But it is fun to talk about, and I do want to break it down for you guys. But real quick, I do want to say my daughter is on my lap, so you may hear some toddler babble. And yeah, we're going to give the shout out of the video. Today we have Red Sonja number 4. Shout out to Sonja. You've been here since the beginning, just like the previous winners. You guys are absolutely awesome. Everybody leave a comment down below saying, Sonja, you are the best. If you guys would like to win the shout out, just make sure to keep smashing the thumbs up button, like, comment, all that good stuff. For some reason, every time I say smash the like button, my daughter starts clapping. That is hilarious. That means you have to like the video right now. But anyways, make sure to turn on the notification bell and all that good stuff. And yeah, let's jump into the video. All right, so for episode 2, we're starting out with Davos, Gendry, and the remaining forces arriving at Winterfell's main gate. They basically agreed to stay behind to unload the dragonglass that they mined from Dragonstone. Now, I don't really think this is going to happen. I mean, they will be bringing the dragonglass to Winterfell from Dragonstone. However, why would Davos stay back? Davos is Jon's right-hand man. He's going to be rolling right up with Jon in the beginning, I do believe. And I think Gendry will as well. Everything points towards Gendry being on the ship with Davos and Jon and Dany. So, yeah, I think they're going to roll right in. We're going to have all these awesome character interactions and character reunions in episode 1, I do believe. So, yeah, I don't really think Davos is going to stay behind, and neither will Gendry. But I guess it could happen. Just, I don't really feel like that's going to happen. I'm sure you guys definitely heard that one, but anyways, she's so adorable. I can't even. But anyways, the next part is super interesting. We have them bringing in different colors of dragonglass. Now, we're not really going to get into it. If you guys would like to see a separate video talking about dragonglass, I will be making one soon, so let me know if you'd like to see that. And also, you can go check out Bridge 4. He's got a crazy good video on it, so definitely check that out if you would like to learn a little bit more about different colored dragonglass, but this would be a really cool aspect that they could introduce right here. So yeah, I'm definitely all for that. And the next up, we have Arya, Brienne, and Podrick outside training in the yard. Sounds good to me. And then basically Arya and Gendry spot each other. If Gendry ends up, coming right now, they would definitely, run after each other, I'm sure, embrace a little bit and stuff. Some cheesy dialogue goes along with this plot leak for sure that I don't agree with, but yeah, all that, you can expect it to happen. So then basically Davos joins in on the conversation. They talk about killing Melisandre, which, he wants to kill her, but I doubt it will come out like that. Just some really cheesy dialogue. But then we switch over to Volantis. We have a large group gathered outside of the Red Temple of R'hllor. Melisandre, Kinvara, and several others are standing at the top of the steps overlooking the crowd. Now, I honestly have no idea what this scene will look like, but I think they do need to show something with R'hllor. I think it's going to be really cool, the Fiery Hand. I think it's going to be awesome, so I'm all for this scene for sure. I don't know if they'd really be chanting Daenerys Targaryen, and this plot leak has it sounding like, Ice and Fire is Jon and Dany, but sometimes I really think that Ice and Fire is just Jon. What do you guys think about that? Definitely very interesting. You can take it both ways, really, but I think Ice and Fire is just Jon, actually. So for them to be chanting Dany and stuff's a little weird, but they're just talking about the Great Other and all kinds of stuff, which I don't know if we'll call him the Great Other, but we can roll with it. So then they pretty much just talk about how they're going to come to Westeros and help. And then it switches over to Castle Black. It says Lord Commander Ed was killed, which is really interesting because if you think about it, this could be the end of the Night's Watch. Which brings up another question for you guys. Do you guys think at the end there will even be a need for the Night's Watch? Will they reinstate it if Ed does die, which I think is a good chance? I'm not too sure still if they're going to end up going to Castle Black, but I do think there's a good chance that Lord Commander Ed dies, even though I like him a lot. It sucks. Happens a lot. And also not just the fact that Lord Commander Ed dies, but it does say that 95% of the remaining men die as well. And then it says Beric Dondarrion burns the bodies with a sword. I feel like there's an easier way to go about burning bodies, but then he basically tells everybody that he's going to go south. He promised someone he would see them again. Till he fulfills his purpose, he must continue. I do think Beric has a huge part to play. He is going to resurrect someone, I do believe. So yeah, that'll get interesting for sure. So then we switch back over to Winterfell. We have Bran alone in the Godswood having a vision. I can't really speculate too much on a vision. Anything could really go down. I do kind of like the sequence of events that they start with, seeing Jaime, because Jaime is on his way. The Mad King, his father, all that fun stuff. Lyanna dying in a bed of blood, the sound of Jon crying as a baby, and then he falls from the tower. See smoke rising from Winterfell. He basically knows that the Night King is on his way. He does continue to see a black silhouette of someone holding a sword that is on fire. That means they're trying to push Azor Ahai, I do believe. And then he falls from the window, and he is face to face with the Night King. He knows that he is coming, basically. So now the only thing that I do have to say is I would think that he would see the dragon, and one of his, obvious things to tell everyone is that, hey, the Night King has a dragon now. And I'm really anxious to see how Dany's going to react to that. But yeah, then he just tells them that Castle Black is gone, the Last Earth is gone, the Umbers are gone, everybody's just gone. The Night King has seen them, he knows where they are, and he is coming. So Jon tells everybody to meet him in the main hall, and then Bran tells him, hey, we gotta speak soon. It's time you know the truth. Which I do hope happens very soon. I hope they don't wait. I really want it knocked out in episode 1 or 2. I think it would be cool. Jon needs to know who his parents are. Sorry if I am talking so fast. We're just trying to get through this because I know it is going to be a super long video. But anyways, he's talking about how the Great War will start soon. He's basically just rallying the troops and stuff. And yeah, that everybody's going to have to fight. What gets really weird though is he says if Winterfell does fall, we have secret passages that they can use to flee north. Yeah, that's kind of weird. That just kind of came out of nowhere. So I'm not really sure about that one. I don't really think I like that too much. Talks about Dany still having 2 dragons and fire kills whites. So yeah, he's just pumping up everybody, filling them in with stuff. And then yeah, he also talks about some Valyrian steel weapons. To finish off the Winterfell scene, we do have Jon finding out that Dany is pregnant. I think this is a little cheesy. I don't really think this is how this is going to go down. Because for some reason, this plot leak wants to sneak in some really, really cheeky dialogue, but then all she says is, Jon, I'm pregnant. So I don't really know. It's fan fiction, 1000%. It's not real. But then we do see Jaime and Bronn arriving at the Twins, which is pretty cool. The property looks nearly abandoned, and Jaime says someone infiltrated their castle. Pretty much the aftermath of what Arya did to everyone. I really don't know if they're going to stop by the Twins. I don't really see it happening. I honestly think Jaime and Bronn are going to rally some troops, but I don't think they're going to show the Twins again. Do you guys think they will? I really don't see it happening. But anyways, he ends up talking to some women there and basically saying that Cersei sent him instead. So yeah, I don't know. Very weird right there. But then it does switch back over to Cersei and Qyburn and the mountain. They're walking around the walls of King's Landing. Qyburn has men bringing up stashes of wildfire to each of the gates that enter the city, and yeah, basically says that no one's going to enter without being burned alive. They're setting up the ballistas, which we do know that that's going to happen. We have seen ballistas on the walls at King's Landing at Titanic Studios, so 1000% going to happen, obviously to fight off the dragons. But just some more cheeky dialogue pretty much, and then we switch over to Theon, who is making his way through the Iron Islands. They pretty much deduce that Yara is still on the Silence, which I do think we will be seeing. I think it'll be pretty cool. I really can't wait to see it now that I think about it. Just everybody with their tongues cut out. It's going to be very, very interesting. It makes you really wonder about Yara's fate. He realizes that he is going to have to board the ship. On the Silence, Yara is down below. It basically does show her. She's covered in blood with most of her hair cut off. She's tied up, but she's not gagged. Euron enters and begins laughing maniacally at her. He begins to taunt her by telling her she will die on this ship. And yeah, she can't talk back because her tongue is gone. Now, I don't really think he's going to hit Yara with her own tongue. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty rough. I don't really see that happening, but it would be pretty brutal. So then we end with Yara crying, and then we switch back over to Sam, Bran, Tyrion, and the Maester. They're looking over everything he took from the Citadel, which I'm sure that'll be going down. And could that be where Azor Ahai comes in? I know a lot of people are speculating on that because they did see the text in the books. Sam says he has books and scrolls about the Long Night, the others, the Children of the Forest, and much more, but he can't make sense of it all. Oh yeah, here it is. About Azor Ahai, Tyrion's reading it in the sword called Lightbringer. Tyrion is intrigued. He says it reminds him of something else Melisandre once said while she was with him at Dragonstone. They do throw in there that it could be Dany as the princess that is promised, but I really hope we do not go down this route with the show. It could happen, but you guys just know I'm not a fan of Azor Ahai, but looks like this is pretty much where this plot leak is going to. So they pretty much just start to question everything, and they send Bran back to the Godswood to see if he can have a vision, and then we switch over. We just have people talking about the Night King and stuff like that, and then it pretty much ends with Viserion breaking through the storm, and a blue flame is seen lighting up the sky. So yeah, guys, that was episode 2. We are starting to run into some things that just kind of don't make sense at all. Like, I still can't get past the whole secret passage. I mean, I'm sure it's in the crypts, but why are they just now going to bring that up out of nowhere? So I don't know. This was claimed to have been someone on set who had just seen the who had seen the scripts and stuff, and he's just typing out everything that he remembers. So yeah, I don't know. Like, how are you going to be so gullible? I don't even know why people post this as anything but fan fiction. But anyways, it is still fun to talk about, still fun to cover. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Episode 3, I think it starts to get a little bit worse, but yes, we are going to destroy it because it's fun. Anyways, this has been Lycan Studios. Make sure to check out Gerd. If I did use his music, it'll be linked down below. I'm sure I will. Some beautiful stuff. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, turn on the channel notifications. got Lila clapping again because I said smash the thumbs up button. And yeah, make sure to leave a question also if you would like to be in the Q&A coming up soon. This has been Lycan Studios. Peace.